When you learn to read the Bible like this, it will open up a world of understanding and revelation like never before. We're in Matthew chapter 8, verse 5, where Jesus just told a leper to go to the priest, show himself, and offer the gift that Moses commanded, right? So now we're going to see the faith of a centurion. When he had entered Capernaum, I might want to know on a map where that is in ancient Israel, a centurion came forward to him. What is a centurion? What's his role in society? What's his authority like? What would a centurion have been perceived as in that culture? These are questions we want to know. When he'd entered Capernaum, a centurion came forward to him, appealing to him. And I just want to be thinking of the fact that the leper just appealed to Jesus as well. Is there any possible connection between the appealing and the petition of this centurion and the appealing of the leper? Lord, my servant is lying paralyzed at home. How does this centurion recognize the authority of Jesus enough to refer to him as Lord? What does the centurion mean when he refers to him as Lord? These are questions I have. He's lying paralyzed at home, suffering terribly. And he said to him, I will come and heal him. But the centurion replied, Lord, I'm not worthy to have you come under my roof. Now, I might want to know where Jesus is right now compared to where the centurion's home is, right? And then consider, why does the centurion consider himself unworthy to have the Lord come under his roof? Is there a problem with his house? Is this somehow connected to the clean and unclean ceremonial laws of Israel? Is this connected to the previous story with the leper being unclean and declared clean by Jesus? And he says, only say the word. Now, how did the centurion understand and know that Jesus has the authority to declare healing? Because he goes, if you say the word, my servant will be healed. How did he know that? Where did that knowledge come from? For I too am a man under authority. Okay, so he understands human authority with soldiers under me. And I say to one, go, and he goes. And to another, come, and he comes. And to my servant, do this, and he does it. So he knows what it means to have his word accomplish something and to have his word done, right? He has servants underneath him. And he's making the parallel that Jesus has greater authority. Instead of dispatching servants, he dispatches healing by a word. Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he marveled. And he said to those who followed him, which, by the way, who are the people following Jesus right now? At the beginning of chapter 8, we see the crowds come down the mountain. Truly, I tell you, with no one in Israel have I found such faith. Why does Jesus pause to make this clear to the Israelites following him? That none of them have the faith of this centurion. And what does it mean that a Gentile has the faith Jesus is looking for? And it causes him to marvel that he's not finding that in Israel. Why is that important for this